Hello and aloha. Today we are talking with the California Hawaii Elks Association President Ted Talbot and the Northeast District Vice President Jim Darnell. All right. Jim, how you doing?
Doing great, sir. Thank you.
Good. So you just had your visitation with President Ted Talbot and First Lady Jeannie. If you could describe your visit in one word, what would it be?
I'd have to say great. It was a good, I thought it was a good meeting myself, uh, but I'd use the word great, yes.
Great is a great word. And Ted, if you could describe your visit in the Northeast District, how would you describe it?
Unique.
Oh, that's a different word for you. Okay. President Ted, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Oh,
Thank you for asking, Patrick.
oh, that's wonderful.
We're going to continue on with the video. Jim has had a little technical difficulty. Go ahead and ask any questions you want.
How was the visit in the Northeast District? Tell us about Thursday night when you met up with Vice President Jim and the district leaders.
We went out to Mel's Diners, like an old 50s diner, and fantastic. The DLs were spectacular. We had a fabulous meal up there. Got to exchange information and requested information from both of the district leaders up in the area. Had a great time. Went back to the hotel, socialized with the association vice presidents that came in early.
Wonderful. Okay. And then you did Friday afternoon or Friday morning. What'd you guys do?
Friday morning, we went over to Doug Howd, sculptor. Fabulous, unbelievable that we got to chat with this individual. He's 80 plus years old, doesn't look a day over 60, can run rings around me, has done sculptures of Ronald Reagan, President Trump, and was doing some he was working on some lifestyle elephants, bull elephants that he was working in the process of getting that. We got to see that work being done, and then how he described how the actual sculptures come about and what scales that they use and how they actually participate. That his original background is as an artist, surprisingly, and then he went into sculpting. And his wife does photography on top of it, so they're both artists in their own rights from that standpoint. It's a family tradition that seems to be growing tremendously. And it was so remarkable that there were 10 of us up there and we were all able to ask questions. Some of the VPs bought some artwork from up in the area. So it was grand time for everybody.
That's wonderful. And then after that, what'd you guys do?
After that, we went, had lunch over at the lodge, Auburn Grass Valley. And then got to sit around and talk with some of the members themselves and got some exchange of information, direct one-on-one with some of the VPs, talking with some of the ERs, me talking with some of the individuals there. It was just a great time. Got to meet several individuals, even got to help and serve in the kitchen. Finally, they let me in there, and I said, because they said, no, you can't do that. I said, show me where that's written, please. So I was able to do that. So I accomplished what I set out to do.
So the Grass Valley Elks Lodge, that's the one with the floating floor, right?
That's their old building.
Okay.
Auburn and Grass Valley merged together as one lodge, and that's the new lodge. But we were able to, on Saturday, we were able to go over it and see the original Grass Valley. They've got a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous stained glass presentation from Tiffany, by all means. I mean, it was just knock your socks off. And then we went into the lodge room, and it is the only floating floor west of the Mississippi. And what I mean by floating floor is you can walk on it. And when you get a few people on it, then it bounces just slightly to give so your feet don't get tired, because they used it as a dance floor. And so you could dance all night on it and you felt like you were floating on air. Fantastic time frame. Again, and then had lunch there. Then we went back to the hotel and rested. So it's just great time was had by all that were there.
Okay, so now we're talking about Saturday. So you had Saturday night dinner.
Saturday night dinner was the main dinner.
Okay.
Packed house from that standpoint. We had 3 past presidents, Art and Shirley Ectronaut. We had Brad and Agnes Smith that were there. We had Roy Newman and his lady, and then introduced him with his correct title as Grand Esteemed Loyal Knight for the Elks organization. Well deserved, well represented, us unbelievably, just a fabulous time frame. And then we also had Area 7 Judiciary, Robin Sabanini and her husband were there also at that table. Just a fabulous time. And then I was able to speak to the members, encourage them to more membership, more activities within the district, more events coming on. Then the lodge presented me with a donation to the major project. And then one of the ERs that we had talked to the day before came up and put a challenge up to everybody. He held up a dollar amount. He raised an additional, I was told, $300 for the major project. So I went, boom, 2 thumbs up, because it's great to be an elk.
How great is it?
It's great to be an elk.
Yes, it is. But that's fantastic. Just because one person makes a challenge and then other people accept that challenge and you're able to make an additional $300 for the California Hawaii major project. That's amazing.
It really was. They had their DD clinic. Unfortunately, I had to fly out because the flights, because of the hurricane, were getting shuffled around here and there. And some of the flights had even gotten canceled. So I didn't miss the flight on that, so that we made it back safe and sound. I did get to the airport. It was raining. And me being the chivalrous guy that I am, I only brought my coat. Jeannie didn't bring hers. So I gave her my coat and walked out in the rain and just proceeded to get sopping wet, heading over to pick up a taxi to get home.
Well, that's
but
so
hey,
nice
whatever it takes to get the job done, we do. Bottom line.
That's right.
We're Elks. We accomplish more working together as a team. The Great Northeast definitely works as a team in a lot of areas. They try exceptionally hard, predicated on the 350-mile radius that they have between the lodges. That can be a little challenging at times. But Jeannie and I had a great time up there. But the people are the ones that are the important ones out there. It's the membership and the association vice presidents and their spouses. And June was just a rock star all weekend long.
Well, that's wonderful. That really is. So what's coming up next?
My next visitation is all the way down south, and it's going to be at the South Coast District, Chula Vista Lodge. This is going to be a fun and exciting time frame, because the challenge coin that we have out there, I finally get to put a face to the widow who gave me permission to use her husband's artwork. And I am so tickled pink to do this. I mean, I'm blown away that she allowed me to do it. And she's the only one that I'm paying for it, but she's getting one. And they are a limited, very, very limited signed numbered editions. And she's going to get one of the signed numbered edition ones as a memento for me saying thank you for allowing us to use her husband's artwork.
Oh, I can't wait to hear all about that one.
That'll be our next video.
All right. Well, President Ted, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time you're spending with me and telling us all about your visits. Really appreciate it.
Hopefully all the members are appreciating it as much as I am appreciating it, with the association vice presidents presenting these to let you know what's going on within your district, because it's your team, your lodges within your district, and your membership that are reaping the benefits of this. Because without the membership and you, the members, we wouldn't be here. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you.
So true. So true. President Ted, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, Patrick. Talk to you soon.
Talk
Bye
to
now.
you then. Until next time, I'm Patrick H. reminding you it's great to be an elk.